A very good evening to you. Thank you for joining us. Welcome to Sports Tonight. This is the midweek edition of the show. Promises to be exciting, fun-filled as always. My name is Tony Bitoye. I want to say a very big thank you to you for giving us this opportunity to walk into your homes and be a part of your day. And of course, allow us to update you with all that is going on in the world of sports. And that's what we love to do. And that's what we're going to be doing to the best of our abilities this midweek. Let me tell you that tonight we have a lot of issues to talk about. We will spend a lot of time to discuss some issues around sports development at home. We'll be talking, of course, taekwondo. We'll be talking table tennis. We'll be talking wrestling on the program tonight. There's plenty of football on the menu tonight. The African Women Cup of Nations is going on. We will talk about Nigerian players who are going through some difficult times. Getting their entitlement. Sometimes when these things happen, we think they are things that happen only in our domestic football. But then we'll be talking about two Super Eagles players who were at the last World Cup for Nigeria and what they've been going through with a Portuguese club. All right. We will also be talking about Super Eagles midfielder Genyo Nazi and what he's also going through with his former club in Italy. We will be talking about Heartland of Owerri today. You know, they say that there are two sets of coaches in the world, those who have been fired and those who will be fired. All right. So we'll talk about a new coach who has just been hired for Heartland of Owerri. As we speak, UEFA Champions League games are going on, and if you know our style on this show, on days like this, we make you enjoy the best of two worlds. We update you with the results of games currently going on, as we also give you the latest around sports. We will be talking about Jordan Ibe. There's an interesting story about Jordan Ibe. The young man, we wanted him to play. The Nigerian Football Federation made overtures to him to come play for the Super Eagles last year, and he says no. He fancies his chances of playing for the Three Lions of England. But things are looking a little different now, and Jordan Ibe looks like he's having a change of heart. He, according to reports, is now thinking of playing for Nigeria. So we'll talk about it as well on the program tonight, and we will take you abroad, talk about the new coach of the USA. The former coach is coming back to his post, Bruce Arena. We will also be talking about Kenya and the problems around the Kenya Olympic Committee. That's going to be the outlook for the show this midweek. Oye Uchimachuku is here, and as we go on, we expect that Yemi Adebayo will also be joining us on Sports Tonight. But Onye, let me welcome you to Sports Tonight. Yeah. It's a good day, a wonderful day to talk sports. And shortly we'll talk about the girls. The second game of the group is about ending now. Interestingly, Mali, that we hammered 6-0 in the first game, look like they've put 3 points in the bag. And that makes that group very, very tricky. Yeah. Anything can happen on the final day of Group B.
Very true, Tony. In this kind of tournaments, there are surprises. This one of the surprises is just what we have seen tonight. Nigeria. Well, not a surprise, because when you are between Nigeria and Ghana, very legendary. So when they play against any team, whether the Super Eagles or Super Falcons, they try to give in their best. They see it like a World Cup final. So let's see how things pan out. We wish the Super Falcons the best. If they're able to retain the title, it's good for them.
At least the good news going into the final round of games is that we are on top of our group. Yeah. And that makes it, that's it on your screen. 1-1 Nigeria-Ghana. Ghana's goal credited to Cesar Toshola, but looked more like an own goal for me. Ghana equalizing with the penalty kick by their skipper. And then Kenya falling 1-3. Their second consecutive 1-3 loss in this competition. They lost 1-3 to Ghana. Now they lost 1-3 to Mali. Kenya are out. So the second place in that group will be decided on the final day. And interestingly, is Mali third against Ghana second. We are taking on Kenya, who are already out. Yeah. So it shouldn't be too difficult for us.
Yeah, I agree with you, Tony. I mean, Kenya came to this tournament boasting of a lot of preparations. They played a couple
This
of.
This is their first time. We must emphasize.
And I think they did prepare well. But you know, at this level, you can't compare the quality they have with the players, the quality of players in Ghana and Nigeria, and the pedigree also. So maybe this is a learning curve for them. If they're able to qualify for the next edition of the tournament, perhaps they'll be able to consolidate on what they have done in this tournament.
All right, we'll talk more about this, and of course talk more about how we played against Ghana. We'll reserve that for later on the show. But let me tell you that tonight, in spite of the fact that games are going on in the UEFA Champions League, I told you earlier on I'll be updating you with the results of those games. We will want you to be a part of what we're doing on the program tonight by means of feedback. We want you to take advantage of our platforms for feedback, to talk to us on the program tonight. For those of you who watch us all the time, you're already aware of how you can be a part of the show, but for those who are watching maybe for the first time, you're just catching a glimpse of sports tonight for the first time, and you're asking, how can I be a part of this? Just take a look at what you have right there on your screen. That's how you can be a part of the show. Facebook, Twitter, those handles, those addresses on your screen are there for you to give us your opinion, your reaction, your ideas, what you feel about issues as we discuss them on the program tonight. So those handles, those addresses on your screen will be available to you, and they will be very active tonight. Because we want this show to be active, we want this show to be very interactive. So please take advantage of what you see on your screen and engage with us on Sports Tonight. Let's also tell you, in case you are watching for the first time, that you can also track all our top stories on our website, www.channelstv.com, as well as on youtube.com/channelsweb. All right. If you click on m.channelstv.com, it takes you to your home for the news if you want to view us on your iPad, your iPhone, or your BlackBerry. So it's as simple as ABC. And if you download the Channels app for iOS, for Windows, for Android, it's the best place for you to be. Channels at your fingertips, 247. And we also want you to stay here because you are able to track every single thing that goes on your award-winning Channels television all the time. Not just the sports, you enjoy the entire package. All that goes on your award-winning TV station that will make it worth your while is what you'll get if you stay that close to us. And don't forget, as you do all of this, your posts, your tweets, your comments, just tell us where they are coming from, so that we can appreciate you a little more on Sports Tonight this midweek.